Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Anna. For those of you who are new here, hi, hello. If you love makeup, please subscribe to my channel. Let's be makeup friends. I'm all about giving you some honest reviews. For those of you who are my longtime subscribers, you know I recently tried my schedule, but lately it's been completely not working out just based off of real everyday life. We're currently updating our bathroom upstairs, renovating it by ourselves. Travis is going to school at night, and I also am back to working in the evenings 3 times a week, so finding time to film right now has been very hard. Plus Travis's family is coming to visit, so we just have a lot going on right now, and I'm doing my best to get videos up. Please be patient with me. Today we are reviewing the new BH Cosmetics. It literally just landed on my doorstep this morning. I feel like it took a little bit to get to me. It was shipped through FedEx, and I feel like when I saw when it was gonna arrive, I don't even remember when I ordered this, but it was definitely over a week ago, I believe. But I'm also losing track of time, so. But I feel it. I ordered this as soon as it launched, the day it launched, and it was $9 and plus free shipping. So if you don't know, BH Cosmetics is actually releasing a birthstone palette each month. So this is their third one. I thought the other ones were really pretty too, but I just felt like this color story spoke to me the most so far. I'm really excited to see what other palettes they come out with. I think it's a really cute idea. No companies have really done this before, and I think it just gives them kind of an inspiration each month for a new palette, and plus they're so affordable, which is really nice. So this was actually free shipping, which is another thing that kind of persuaded me to buy this to review for you guys, because who doesn't love affordable makeup? And this one is Aquamarine, and it does even have a mirror, and here are the shades. Kind of gives me some Urban Decay, what's their new palette, Wild West vibes? Just a little bit. Like if they were to create mini, I feel like this is what it would look like. I think the only con to me is that there's no deep, like a deeper shade, like a deeper matte. I wish they almost would have taken this one and put an even deeper shade just so you could really create more looks. But I'm excited to play with this duochrome. I think this dark teal color looks beautiful, and I think that this glitter even looks really pretty. I haven't even swatched it yet, so let's go ahead and do that. Here is Aquamarine. Ooh, it feels pretty soft. I'm glad that this one's bigger too, because I feel like that's the shade that I'll use the most for like highlighting, even possibly on my cheeks, my inner corners. So I'm happy that the shade is bigger. My concern is, will it actually have a shift? Will it actually be shiny? That's what I want to know. Ooh, in the camera that looks pretty. I feel like it does look a little powdery in person, but honestly, for how affordable this palette, I feel like this is a really good duochrome. I think that sometimes when you get more affordable duochromes, they're not very like shiny or shifty. They have too much of a white base. I feel like this one's pretty good. I mean, it's no like indie makeup brand duochrome, but it's still really good for the price. Like, I'm happy with that. All right, next we have just these two. It's the bone shade color and a light brown, which I'm not mad that they included a light brown. I think it's kind of a cute, like neutral with pops of color type of palette. That swatched fine. There we go. That's basically, you know, my skin color. And then we have the light blue. I'm interested to see how this swatches. I hope it's not too light. Like, I hope it actually has some pigment to it. Otherwise, I don't know. It's pretty pastel blue and a red brown. I almost can't even see where I swatched that bone color shade, because it's not bad. It's definitely like a sky blue. It doesn't feel like weird. The consistencies all feel soft and fine. Then you have that red brown color. And last but not least, we have these two shades right here. We have Slightly Shy. I don't even think I've been saying the names. This is a pretty teal with like a deep base. And then we have Jet Setter, which is the glitter. This glitter actually reminds me of one ColourPop came out with. I actually do think that's a really pretty glitter though. And I do have one pretty much identical in a Glitterly Obsessed. That is a beautiful shimmer. It almost looks like it does have a bit of a shift too. Do you see that? Like sometimes it looks dark, almost purpley, like purpley and teal and brown. So very beautiful. No complaints with how they swatched. Let's start putting them on the eyes. I've been using this AOA Studio Soft Base Nude Primer. It's $1.88, I believe. And it works just fine for me. So far with like all formulas I've tried it with, it's been perfectly fine. I think... let's just go into the browns first. So we're going to go into this light brown here. I'm going to start off like, ooh, that's a nice cool tone brown. I honestly didn't think it would show up even this much on my skin. I thought it is interesting how they mixed a cool tone brown with a very, very red tone brown. So you could get a really light kind of just fresh look out of this palette. I feel like if you just put this in the crease and put that light blue shimmer all over the lid, that would be a very wearable way to use this palette if you're kind of a little bit scared of color, because that duochrome shade is going to be really light. It almost looks gray once it's like blended out, huh? Weird. All right, let's go into Big Heart. It is a very red tone brown. It is. There's no denying that's like warm tone. It's very red. I feel like this used to be really popular when Jaclyn Hill first came out, like these types of red brown tones. She really made them really popular. There are a few really popular shades with MAC. I don't remember their names, but now I feel like you can get them in almost any palette, but they used to be so unique. But now we see them quite a bit. It's building up nicely. It's blending nicely. I'm not having any issues with the formula so far. It is kind of sticking a lot in that one area, but that could be the primer because I don't feel like it's really doing it on this side. Like I didn't wait long enough for it to kind of dry down. I kind of wanted to use the light blue on the lower lash line. I'm kind of scared that it won't create enough depth that I'm really looking for, but we're gonna try it and see what happens. I'm also kind of scared because I feel like if you did want to use this as the pop of color underneath your eyelash, your lid, you'd really want, if you had an eyeliner the same color, it would be wise to lay it down first. I don't have an eyeliner that color, but let's just test it out and see what happens. It's showing up a little bit. I think we're gonna have to still put something else down to kind of balance out the depth from the top and the bottom, but because it's definitely very light, but it is a fun color. It's a nice pastel blue. Okay, we're gonna dip. I know it looks like I'm like, ooh, look, let's put it all away. I just covered my eye bags. It's like I'm doing the eye bag trend. Let's go into Aquamarine and put that on the inner corner. That is that duochrome. I think it'd look better if it was wet. Let's try wetting it. Yeah, that's better. It's definitely not, again, the best duochrome I've ever used, but for this type of palette and its affordability, I think it is pretty. To kind of add some depth, I am going to take this dark green, I think, underneath. Should we do green or should we do brown? We'll try the green, because I kind of want it to be my pop of color under the eyelid. That green's really pretty. I plan on putting it all over the lid too. That's beautiful. I think that's helping. Some of you watching are probably like, I think it's not. It's okay to experiment and it not always work out. Okay, I'm going to use the same brush and go, it's called Slightly Shy. That's the name of the green. Ooh, girl. This is actually like a concealer brush from Morphe. I think that's what it is. But it's actually picking up these shimmers so good that I just want to keep using it. It's picking it up very, very nicely. Wow. I don't have a glitter glue on. I should have put a glitter glue on. I normally do. I know it might not be everyone's cup of tea, but I really like this. Thank you for having a mirror too. Thank you, BH. What do we think? Should we try this as a highlighter? Let's do it. We're going to try Aquamarine as a highlighter. I do have some highlighter on already, but I don't think it was a good idea to put that really light blue on the bottom, because I feel like it's just making me look like I have very light concealer under my eyes. Definitely shouldn't have taken that one down too far. This actually, This makes a pretty highlighter. I'm not mad at this at all. Like I said, is it the best duochrome I've ever used? No. But does it work? Like, good enough? Yes. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. I mean, that's really good. Oh, I'm just like, now let's do under the brows. Oh, that's pretty. Yep. I love this. Let's try the glitter. I don't really know where, but let's try it. I'm gonna put on my finger. Let's just put it kind of between the brown and the teal. Just kind of drag it up a little bit, I guess. I don't know. I like it because it does have some like warmer tones, so it kind of does tie the cool tones with the warm tones. I mean, I think you can tell that I'm obviously a fan of this palette. Let's finish up the rest of the makeup. Here is the final look. I did add some false lashes. It's my first time using them ever. I don't know how much I love these lashes. They are some House of Lashes. I've never used them before. I picked them up from Target. Normally I buy my lashes from Shop Miss A because they're so affordable. But they just didn't really fit my eye that good. So that's what I'm wearing. I can't find the box right now. Like, how did I lose the box in 5 seconds? I don't know, but I did. I personally like it. I think that if you like this color story, I had no problem with the formula whatsoever. I think you could get, I think this would be a great palette for someone who wants to experiment a little bit with pops of color, but you still want to stay a little bit more neutral. I think the only thing I could say is Daydreamer. I wouldn't really, especially if you're like deeper skin tone or like my skin tone or deeper, I probably wouldn't buff it out so much underneath the eye because it does brighten it quite a bit, and then you kind of start getting that, like, it looks like you put white concealer under your eye. And so I would definitely stick to using that near the top or to buff out another color. But other than that, again, I wish there was one deeper matte instead of maybe this brow bone color, but I feel like for $9 this is a really good buy. And even with the pressed glitter, I'm happy that it's still a very just iridescent glitter, so all it really does is kind of transform. But it is pretty cool because it does have like red in it, red, orange, so it kind of ties together the cool tones with the warm tones, that warm tone brown. The shimmers were beautiful. I don't think it's bad. I think this is good. I like it. And if you like this color story, again, I think it's a good buy. I don't think it's bad at all. I'm really excited. My birthday is coming up in April, and so I want to see, which is Diamond. And I'm like, how are they going to do that one? Like, I really don't know. Is it just going to be a neutral palette? I kind of think it'd actually be really cool since these are so small. I feel like they're not necessarily, like, how cool would it be if they came out with just like an all shimmery topper palette? Like, to me, that'd be like, oh, that's so great. Obviously, it would be a companion palette and you'd need other ones, but I think it'd be really cool and it'd be fitting of Diamond. I just don't know how else they're going to do it. I look forward to getting the April one. I probably will get the April one simply because it's my birthday month. But yeah, I will maybe purchase more. They don't reveal them until the next month. So let me know, did you try this one? Have you tried any of their other birthstone palettes? And so far the quality is pretty great. I honestly wasn't expecting to like the quality that much. Some past BH palettes I've gotten, I wasn't a huge fan, but this one was actually pretty good. And I wasn't expecting it to be very good also because I feel like they kind of, since they're launching so many of these month by month, I kind of thought maybe it'd be a little bit more gimmicky, but it's actually pretty good quality, so I have no complaints there. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please let me know if you found this video helpful at all, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.